Today I'm hosting the Champions League, but this time it's all-time clubs, which means Messi is back on Barcelona, Ronaldo is with Ronaldo at Real Madrid, and Bayern Munich are an unstoppable force, not losing a single game in their group. The group stages have already been simulated, so let me tell you how it went. From Bayern's group, Maradona's Napoli also made it to the knockout stage. In Group H, Barcelona would also go undefeated in the group stages with 7 points, followed closely by PSG, who was spearheaded by Mbappe, Ibra and Neymar. Arsenal would just get ahead of Real Madrid on goal difference with the help of Thierry Henry and Dennis Bergkamp. And Group A would be similar, with Liverpool winning on goal difference thanks to a big 3-0 win in the last group stage game. Ajax would finish top of Group F, and Didier Drogba would help Chelsea secure second. The two Milan teams would battle it out in the same group, but it would be Inter finishing first with 7 points thanks to the competition's top scorer, Hernan Crespo. Group G saw Manchester United go undefeated, winning 2 games in the process, followed by Monaco led by Falcao, who was in fine form this tournament. And finally, Manchester City would finish second purely on goal difference, as Juventus would go on to win the group, having scored 1 more goal. First up was Arsenal versus Chelsea, and Chelsea were at a massive disadvantage, having lost Drogba to a red card. And in this London derby, it would be Chelsea that struck first. A little ball roll into Hasselbank, and Hasselbank finds the net. It's 1-0 to Chelsea, and things are not looking good for Arsenal. They need to turn up. Arsenal is showing just why they topped the group. Henry finds Wright, and Wright finds the net. And this might be the sum of the game. There will be goals. But Hasselbank would show how serious he was. Hasselbank strikes in. Hasselbank scores. Hasselbank with 2 goals in 20 minutes, and he is on fire right now. And with a bit of luck, Arsenal would equalize again. Wright is in, and Wright scores. But one thing you can't do is give Hasselbank too much time and space. Hasselbank looking for his hat-trick, and he might just get it here. It's Hasselbank, and Hasselbank gets his hat-trick. And for the 3rd time, Arsenal would pull one back. Robert Perez, 1-on-1. Will they equalize? They do. But the man in hot form scored again. Eden Hazard finds Hasselbank, and Hasselbank has 4. But then Ian Wright would be our next hat-trick hero. He finds Wright, and Wright finds the net, and there's Wright's hat-trick. And with 5 minutes to go, the west side of London would take it up a notch. And Anelka squeezes it into Anelka, and Anelka seals the deal. And just like that, Chelsea will be our first team into the quarterfinals. And if that's the first game, I'm scared for what the rest look like. But before we get on to the next game, Juventus versus Monaco was going on at the same time, and Del Piero would score a hat-trick to send Juventus through. The games were coming in thick and fast, as it was Manchester United up against PSG this time, when Cavani had a big chance to give PSG the lead. Cavani strikes and he misses. But if you don't take your chances, you will get punished. Bobby Charlton 1v1 with the keeper, and Bobby Charlton tucks it away. But Ibra was back on the game and back in the goals. Ibrahimovic 1-on-1 with Schmeichel, and Ibrahimovic puts it away. You can never doubt a team that has Ibrahimovic, Mbappe and Cavani. And shortly after, PSG would get the lead they needed. Thiago Silva is there. 2-1 to PSG. But Ryan Giggs would roll back the years and pull out an equalizer. Ryan Giggs is through on goal. Ryan Giggs, can he score? And he does. And this man is one of the last men you want in front of goal. Van Nistelrooy. And just like that, this game has turned around. But in the second half, Cavani would make up for his earlier miss. He cuts it into Cavani. Cavani shoots, and Cavani scores. But after not 1 but 2 big misses for PSG, Bobby Charlton would go on to show why he's one of the best in history. Bobby Charlton will shoot, and Bobby Charlton will drive the ball into the back of the net. And with basically the last kick of the game, PSG had a chance to send it into extra time. Mbappe's waiting. It's Mbappe. He's missed. Oh no. It's a huge save from Schmeichel. What a save, and that is crucial for Man United going through to the next round. And over in the other matches, a shock win for Maradona's Napoli, as they've defeated Liverpool 4-3. And next up, we had Ajax versus Milan, and an unlikely source of goals would get the first. Van der Vaart into Kaiser. They shoot, they score, and it's 1-0 to Ajax. And 13 minutes in, Ajax would double their lead. This time it's Overmars, and it's 2. Within 30 minutes, the game looked to be done. And it's 3-0. What is happening here? Milan are falling apart. Milan would start their comeback through Van Basten before Litmanen extended the host's lead again. Gullit would cut the lead to 2 goals before Seedorf would cut the lead to 1 goal, but it would be Johan Cruyff that would put the game to bed. Can he score? Johan Cruyff delivers to give Ajax that little bit of a gap. Johan Cruyff steps up when they need him, and the damage has been done. Ajax are going through to the next round, and Milan, just like Inter, will be heading home. In the game of Inter and Atletico, Atletico would pull out a massive performance through goals from Forlan, Griezmann and Diego Costa. And that would see Inter Milan eliminated from the competition and sent home. So far, every game has been crazy, so let's hope Bayern Munich versus Manchester City won't change that. And Bayern would show just why they were the group stage top scorers. It's Gerd Müller with the finish and it's 1-0 already. You can see why they were top scorers in the competition. They look dangerous. But you can't afford to give Man City chances. Colin Bell's in one-on-one. Colin Bell strikes. It's fallen to Aguero and Aguero makes no mistake. And after a beautiful flowing move in tight spaces, Bayern made it 2. Müller back to Ribery, back to Rummenigge, and he squeezed it in. And Gerd Müller would go on to get his second goal of the game. Muller's going in for his second. Müller strikes and Müller tucks it away. Things were going from bad to worse for City as Robben joined in on the fun. Robben, will he find the net? He does. 4-1 in the 37th minute, and this is an absolute beatdown. Aguero would strike again, cutting the lead in half. But the dynamic duo of Robben and Ribery were proving too difficult to deal with. And with the game done, Man City will be eliminated from the competition and De Bruyne was heading home. And next up was arguably the best game yet as we had El Clasico. And Barcelona would get off to a flying start through Eto'o. Eto'o! It's 1-0! And then double their lead through none other than Lionel Messi. And he squeezes it in! 2-0 to the good, and who else was it ever going to be? But the two Ronaldos weren't giving up as R9 would score first. And R9 tucks it away before Zidane would set up CR7. Ronaldo's at the back post. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And like I said, you cannot count out this Real Madrid team. And Real Madrid would eventually take the lead as R9 struck again. R9, one-on-one, step over in classic R9 fashion. 3-2 to Real Madrid, and this could be the best El Clasico in history. But one thing you can't do is count out Barcelona. It looks like he's going by himself, and Laudrup puts it roof of the net. There would be another goal for Real Madrid and Barcelona before something game-changing happened. Oh no, he's been skipped past and it looks like Coman could be in trouble. It's a red card. And the extra man would help Real Madrid. R9 still there. R9, Ronaldo, he won't miss twice. It's CR7. But even with 10 men, Barcelona was still fighting. They have the ability and they have the chance. Eto'o, and Eto'o does. Oh my God, Rivaldo. Rivaldo, he squeezes it in. Rivaldo to make it 6. R9 will pull this game back to potentially take it into extra time. R9 makes it 6, but Iniesta would have other plans. Oh my God, Iniesta. Iniesta makes it 7. Oh my goodness. Barcelona down to 10 men have still managed to make it through. Now the quarterfinals are well underway and Bayern Munich have just scored the winning penalty to send them through to the semis. Our next quarterfinal was Chelsea versus Atletico, two teams who won very convincingly last round. And Chelsea would continue where they left off as Zola would give them the lead. Into Ricardo Carvalho, into Zola, and Zola scores the first goal of the quarterfinals before Nicolas Anelka would double that. Lampard finds Anelka, and Anelka scores! 2-0 to Chelsea, and Atletico Madrid are in big trouble. But Atletico weren't giving up as Costa would score not once but twice to equalize. But it was no Drogba, no problem for Chelsea. Eden Hazard's finally decided to turn up. Eden Hazard finds Anelka and Anelka finds the net. 2 goals for Anelka, just like Diego Costa, and Chelsea are in front again. And then Hasselbank would get his 5th knockout goal. Hasselbank is waiting. Acres of space. It's Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank. Simeone would cut the lead to 1 goal, but Anelka would be through on for his hat-trick. Anelka for the hat-trick, and Anelka gets his hattie! And this beautiful flowing move showed that Chelsea weren't playing around. Zola, can he find the last man? Joe Cole is waiting on the edge. Back to Zola. Oh, this is beautiful football. Another 6 goals from Chelsea, and that is game, set, and match. A great performance from Atletico Madrid to even make it this far, because not even both Ronaldos made it this far. Our next game had Cruyff's Ajax versus Maradona's Napoli, and it would only take 11 minutes for Ajax to get started. Beautiful precision, and Kaiser scores! But up stepped captain Fantastic. Maradona plays it into Callejon. Callejon, can he get it back to Maradona? He does. Maradona's in. Maradona, will he score? And he does! Napoli's star man delivers, and it's 1-1. They're back in this game. And that inspired the other captain to take charge. He spun his man, and he's in 1-on-1. Johan Cruyff makes it 2. Anything Napoli's star man can do, Ajax's star man can do better. But then Maradona would turn provider for Correca. Maradona into Correca, who's got nobody in his way. Correca shoots and he scores. And when Cruyff plays like this, he's simply unstoppable. Johan Cruyff taking matters into his own hands. Johan Cruyff with another goal, 2 to the good. Cruyff would get his 3rd goal contribution this game. He could punish them. Kaiser Kaiser posting in, and it's all Callejon's fault. Napoli would pull one back in the 90th minute, but it was too little too late as they were eliminated. Which leads us to a huge matchup of Barcelona against Manchester United. Right now, I don't think anyone can stop Eto'o. Eto'o's already in and he's already scored. Eto'o giving Barcelona a 1-0 lead, and he's continuing where he left off in the last game. But no one would pick up Giggs and he'd be through on goal. All he needs to do is beat Puyol, and he does beat Puyol. Giggs scores! And shortly after, Man United will take the lead through this amazing technique. It's fallen to Beckham. Beckham tucks it away! The technique on that is absolutely outrageous with the weak foot. Things were looking good for Man United and they had a big chance to make it 3. But if you don't take your chances, the other team will. Eto'o again, 1v1, and Eto'o tucks it away. 2-2, and you really don't know where this game is going to go. But Bobby Charlton would show just why he's the captain of this team. Finds Bobby Charlton, and Bobby Charlton puts it away. With 20 minutes to go, Barcelona would show the tiki-taka football that would bring them back into the game. Rivaldo finds Eto'o, who finds Messi, and Messi won't miss twice. It's 3-3, 15 minutes to go, and this is a game for the ages. And with momentum on their side, the ball found Rivaldo in the box. And it's Rivaldo, and he does score! And once again, Bobby Charlton was the man for the occasion. Finds Scholes. Scholes finds Bobby Charlton, and Bobby Charlton scores! The game would go into extra time, and Xavi would find the multiple Ballon d'Or winner. Messi strikes, and Messi scores! 5-4 in extra time, and Lionel Messi is spearheading this attack. Man United will try to get back in the game, but they will miss their chances. They've got one last attack. Can they do anything with it? I don't think they'll make it in time. They won't. Credit to Barcelona. They've had 2 tough games, Real Madrid and Man United, and they've edged them both. And the first round of the semi-finals was Chelsea, who were handed a big boost with Didier Drogba back, versus Ajax, who were having a really good tournament. But even with Drogba, it would be Ajax kick-starting the semi-final. Kaiser still going, cuts it back to Littman, and then Littman puts it away. 1-0 to Ajax, and their dream is continuing on. But there's no better way to return them with a goal. Skipping past everybody, cuts it back to Drogba, and Drogba scores! Nothing says welcome back to Chelsea than a Didier Drogba finish. And on the stroke of half-time, Captain Cruyff would provide the assist for De Boer, who finds De Boer. Ronald De Boer makes it 2! But Drogba showed just what Chelsea were missing. Didier Drogba, 1-on-1 with the keeper, and he puts it away. And Chelsea would take the lead through Hasselbank with 15 minutes to go. Cuts it back to Drogba. Drogba finds Hasselbank, and Hasselbank's run continues. It's scary to think what could have happened if they had Drogba all this time. Back to Essien, back to Jimmy Floyd, back to Drogba! Hat-trick for Didier Drogba. What a way to come back, and that surely must seal it. Bo would score his second of the game, but Hasselbank would put the nail in the coffin. Hasselbank is in. Could this be? It is. Game, set, and match. Chelsea are going to be our first Champions League finalists. And our next semi-final matchup is Barcelona versus Bayern Munich. This could easily be the final. I think Eto'o scored the first goal of every game. Eto'o's in. Eto'o again, and Eto'o scores! And after a big save by Victor Valdez, Samuel Eto'o would pop up again. Into Ronaldinho, who finds Rivaldo, who finds Eto'o. Eto'o 1-on-1 again! Barcelona just looked too deadly in the final third for anybody to deal with. And Eto'o would turn provider for Rivaldo in this one-sided semi-final. This could be game 3-0! And this has got to be the most one-sided semi-final I've seen. But Bayern was still moving forward as they finally got a goal. Robben finds Muller. Can they pull one back? They can! But a team with Eto'o, Messi, and Ronaldinho, there's always going to be goals. Eto'o on the shoulder of the last man. He's in. Eto'o scores! Bayern would make it 4-2, but the defense of Barcelona proved just too strong. And Bayern are out of time. It will be Barcelona heading on to the final to take Chelsea. This is the moment we've all been waiting for, the final of the all-time Champions League. Chelsea versus Barcelona. Good luck to both teams. It was a very tight start to the game as defender John Terry would make a big tackle before Victor Valdez would make a big save. But there's no bigger player when it comes to finals than this man. Whips it in. Drogba! It's 1-0. Big game, big players, and I've yet to see Drogba not score in a final. But Barcelona would reply instantly through Rivaldo. Rivaldo's pulling it forward. Rivaldo shoots! And Barcelona's tiki-taka was proven too strong for the Chelsea defense as they were all over the place. Iniesta plays Rivaldo and it's 2! But the Anelka-Drogba duo was powering Chelsea forward. He does find Anelka. Anelka shoots and it's 2-2! Well worked football by Chelsea and their front three link up to score. And just before halftime, Anelka would score himself a very important goal. Anelka, can he cut it back one more? No, he doesn't need to. He's going by himself. Chelsea were applying the pressure through Drogba, who had 2 big chances, but you can't afford to miss chances against Barcelona. Ronaldinho crosses it in and Rivaldo gets his hat-trick. What a header, and Rivaldo is leading this Barcelona charge. And in the 70th minute, Lionel Messi would take it up another level and carry his team. Oh, Lionel Messi's got a great chance here to give them the lead. It's Lionel Messi. Oh, Messi's in again. Messi to put the nail in the coffin. And I think that might be game, set, and match. Chelsea would get a consolation though. Hasselbank shoots. He gets a consolation, but it's too little too late. We're just waiting for the whistle now. There it is. Was it ever in doubt? Messi and Barcelona are the winners of the all-time Champions League. And if you love that video, then you're going to love this one here. So click here to watch it.